Hi, and welcome to another edition of Average Fitness. My name is Ryan. I've got new glasses. They're very nerdy looking, but they were the least expensive pair I could find, so they work for me. Now, an update on where I am. I just weighed in. I'm 173.4 again. Now, here's the pickle. You all know that I've been micromanaging my carbohydrate cycling as an experiment, just to see what would happen. What I've noted was that for when I first started this process, I was 185 pounds, and I was losing weight, significant weight, every single day of the week for about a week. And then that started to slow down. I had a speed bump one day because I decided to cheat a little bit, redoubled my efforts, and I have been non-stop hard dieting, hard training for almost a week straight now, and it's showing. The pickle is that the weight's not coming off. Now, I have said in the past that you should never use weight as a criterion of fitness or health, and you shouldn't. This is merely just for me, for my own purposes, for my own little science experiment. You at home should only hop on the scale in the event that you are an athlete looking to get into a weight class for such sports as wrestling or martial arts or jiu-jitsu, or you are so grossly overweight you need to make sure that you are taking the pounds off of you, and it doesn't necessarily show right off the bat. Now, in my case, I got down as low as 173.4, and then I had a hiccup in my diet, got bumped right up to 176 pounds, and that was a little bit of fat, some water retention. Got rid of that, redoubled my efforts. I'm back down to 173.4 pounds, but the thing is that I look leaner now than I did when I was 173.4 before. I have a couple of factors there that I think are at play. Number one, retaining a little bit of water when I hop on that scale. Before I run, I drink some coffee and a little bit of water. Coffee is a diuretic, yes, but it doesn't work like that. You don't just drink it and then all of a sudden you're just losing water. And so there is that factor. There is also probably some waste food still processed and going through my system, so there's still some junk in there, if you know what I mean, some stuff. So and then another thing is probably the smallest factor, but a factor nevertheless, is muscle gain. Now, when I did my bodybuilding show initially, at my completely driest weight at the show, I was about 148 pounds. Now, I'm going to say that if I decided to do a show today and I got down to an extremely dry bodybuilding ready weight, I'd probably be about $155. My guess, based on the overall size difference in my shoulders, my chest, my lats, my legs, and also based on the amount of weight that I'm pushing. I'm actually stronger now than I was back in the day, where I would have at most been able to push 160 pounds for 20 some odd reps because I couldn't go higher because of my arm issues. Now I'm pushing about 200 pound, 210 pound bench press, 225 pound decline press, 200 pound incline press. I'm pressing a lot of, pulling a lot of weight for my lat pull downs. I'm doing a lot more. My arm is feeling pretty good, and as a result, I'm carrying more weight from muscle. So all of these factors means that I'm leaning out, and also my body is still changing as I train and I eat properly. And we should see at the end of this process a a Ryan with some abs at a heavier weight class. Now, I'm not going to any longer worry about my little science experiment with checking out the scale and making sure I'm losing weight, micromanaging my carbohydrate intake. I am still going to be carbohydrate cycling. That is an absolute key in losing fat. But I'm going to play it by ear and make sure that I am not driving myself nuts, because you don't want to drive yourself crazy. I think it was a pretty good science experiment, and I'm going to call it good now. Now I'm just going to rely on the training and the eating regimen that I have been utilizing, keeping my carbohydrates low, and then popping them up every once in a while just to confuse my body. I will show you some results. I think I'm going to say the end of this week. I'll show you what I've got going, and I'll even have a comparison between the original and where I am at right now. And I thank you very much for checking me out, and I hope this has been a help, and please leave comments if you'd like. Thank you very much. Have a good day.